What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 81, and we start today's episode off with a game against Werder Bremen here in the Bundesliga. And of course, the transfer window has now slammed shut. Slammed shut. That's how closed the transfer window was. It was slammed shut. Transfer window's now been slammed shut, so there's no more business to be done, and that means we'll be staying with the squad until January at the earliest. And as you can see, we started the season off quite not really the best. I guess that's the way of explaining it. Really, we've had 5 games. 2 wins and 3 draws. Of course, those 3 draws were against very good sides in Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, and a good side in Wolfsburg as well. But even so, I would have expected a little bit of a better start. But as we take on Werder Bremen here, I wanted an early goal, and the first chance we fought in the first minute here is Andre Schürrle collects the ball, turns around his man, and as we play the ball forward towards the run of Sydney Sam, Sam collects it, gets onto his left foot with a fake shot and shoots, but that was an absolutely diabolical attempt. I put the ball wide the post and out for a goal kick. And the following chance would fall 8 minutes later as Schürrle heads the ball forward and Goretzka flicks it on towards Marco Reus. A nice little touch by Reus, and he finds Lasogga, who goes down the centre. He doesn't have too much pace, Lasogga, but he's got enough strength to keep hold of the ball. He keeps on going, but it's a good save by Wolf in goal. He turns it behind for a corner, and the big bad Wolf keeps it at 0-0. So from that corner, Reus will cross the ball in towards Mats Hummels, but unfortunately the header is cleared off the line by our former player Sakirci, and it is still 0-0. But all the early chances coming to us, and in his 17th minute, another good chance here. Reus gets past his man and finds Lasogga. Lasogga with a quick back heel to Tony Kroos. Kroos fake shots around his man, and I just completely messed this up. But it was one of those where I didn't really think I was going to get the space, and when I did, I didn't know what to do. But still 0-0. And in the 25th minute, Hummels finds Goretzka. Goretzka finds Schürrle down the left-hand side. Really good chance here. Nice little double step over. Keeps on going, rolls it through towards Marco Reus, who puts it into the bottom corner. It's 1-0 at Werder Berlin, but unfortunately the goal is disallowed for offside, and correctly so. I thought I timed the ball perfectly, but unfortunately not. It's ruled out for offside, and correctly so, so still 0-0. And in the 39th minute, Marco Reus finds William Carvalho. Carvalho down the left-hand side, keeps hold of the ball, nice little step over, gives it to Goretzka. Goretzka offloads it to Schürrle, and Schürrle with an absolutely superb goal. Surely the goal of the season so far. Early goal of the season contender. What a finish by Andre Schürrle. And I've talked about this before, you know, the reason I love having Schürrle on the left and Sam on the right is because they can cut into their preferred feet. Schürrle from left to right, Sam from right to left, and you can see here Goretzka gives him the ball, take a touch, and with his right foot we curl it into the far corner. It is a wonderful goal of Andre Schürrle. A lovely little R1 and circle there for the finesse, and yeah, it's 1-0 to Werder Berlin. And you know, when Schürrle came in, I wasn't really sure whether I was going to have him as a first team player or not. I wasn't sure this year with the arrival of Kroos whether I keep him in the first 11 or not, but I'm glad I have, because he's a really decent player. He's inconsistent at times. Sometimes he's got pace and nothing else, but when he's on his game he can provide things like that, and that's just a brilliant goal. So Andre Schürrle makes it Werder Bremen 0, Werder Berlin 1 with a brilliant goal there. Certainly no early goal of season contender, and we're 1-0 up. And in the 48th minute you see Lasogga get on the ball down the right hand side. Nice little fake shot here, then a step over. He rides the challenge of Rocker, keeps on going, nice little ball roll into reverse step over, then rides the slide challenge, then a roulette, then a fake shot. Brilliant dribbling by Lasogga. They just can't get the ball off him here, and as I get inside, oh for goodness sake, the moment was too much for me. It was going to be a great solo goal, but I ended up blazing the ball over the bar. I put way too much shot power on it, and it was still 1-0. And in the 83rd minute here, Ter Stegen collects the ball and gives it out wide towards Sebastian Young off the bench. Young takes on Schmitz here and then offloads it towards Matthias Ginter. Our captain collects it and fake shots around his man, gives it towards Goretzka. Goretzka then gets onto the ball and turns his man. Really good touch by Goretzka, and he keeps on going, quick little step over, he's inside, but just like the Lasogga attempt, it was a wonderful run, but not a good finish. Goretzka puts the ball wide the post, and again I didn't get the finish right. And it was in this game in total, I had so many good chances to score more goals, but I just couldn't get the finishing right. And in the 90th minute, Werder Bremen almost made me pay for my mistake there as Pettersson went forward one-on-one, but thankfully for us, Ter Stegen denied it with a good save and kept the score at 1-0. So still we were in front. I would have been furious had Werder Bremen scored the equaliser there, but from the corner it's crossed in and the header goes wide of the post and out for a goal kick, and it was how the game would finish. So a 1-0 victory. It was a very hard fought game because, you know, I made it a hard fought game. Do you know what I mean? I was in control, and you know, I should have sewn up the game so many times, but in the end I had to be bailed out by Ter Stegen there. And I guess it's not really a hard-fought game, but it's a nervy game, I guess is the best way of saying it. Had I finished my chance, it would have been like a 3 or 4-0, but instead we had to settle for a 1-0, and Ter Stegen pulling off a big save late on. So 1-0 the final score. I'm glad to make it 3 wins now from the 6 games we played, and yeah, it was a very decent performance. And Goretzka's happy; he's now getting into the team on a more regular basis. And we then take on Galatasaray for the second and final game of today's episode here in the Champions League, in the first game of the group stages here, as we take on the Turkish side. And yeah, we've got Galatasaray, we've got AC Milan, and we've got Anderlecht as well. So one from Turkey, one from Italy, and one from Belgium. And to be honest, I think we should be able to top this group. We topped it last year despite a pretty difficult group, and I think we can do the same again. I really do. I mean, Galatasaray are a good side. I think AC Milan could cause a few problems here and there. I think we should be able to beat Anderlecht home and away, but I still think we should be able to top it. We've got a really, really strong squad. You know, we should be able to get the wins. And the first chance of the game would fall in the 17th minute as I crossed the ball into Lasogga there, but his header goes over the bar. Lasogga hasn't actually had the best of starts of the season so far. He's missed quite a few chances, and well, I've missed quite a few chances with him, and he hasn't scored too many goals, but still 0-0. And in the 21st minute, Lasogga gets onto the ball here. Nice little ball roll, and well, he just proves me wrong there completely. A lovely little ball roll and a great finish with the outside of his right boot. Finds the top corner and makes it Hertha Berlin 1 at Galatasaray 0. So perfect start to the game. And in the 25th minute, you see Galatasaray get on the ball here. Onto Vero, collects the ball and rolls that wide towards Sarri. Sarri spots the run at Wesley Sneijder, picks him out, and Sneijder picks out the bottom corner. What a finish by Sneijder. Of course, he was a member of our Dutch squad in the Euros, and what a fantastic finish that was by Wesley Sneijder to make it 1 apiece. And in the 28th minute, you see Sidney Sam give the ball to Ginter here. Ginter collects the ball and keeps hold of it, turns his man and plays that wide towards William Carvalho. Carvalho plays it forward towards the run of Kevin Volland down the left hand side. It's a really good chance here. Nice little drag back, crosses the ball in. Lasogga wins the header, but unfortunately it hits the post, and Galatasaray get the ball away. So still 1-1. And in the 38th minute, you see Goretzka find Lasogga. It's a great ball over the top towards Marco Reus down the left hand side. He takes on Jeju, and he's got the pace to beat him as well. He keeps on running, but didn't really know where I was going, so I thought I'd wait and then offload the ball to Kevin Volland. Down the left-hand side, swings in across. It goes all the way to the back stick, finds Sidney Sam, and, well, I'll say it again, this is the importance of having Schürrle on the left and Sam on the right, because you can cut into their preferred feet and shoot and try and find that far corner, and for the second time in this episode, it works. So, really nice finish by Sidney Sam there, and, you know, it's funny, you know, Sam as a winger and Schürrle as a winger, you know, with Lasogga playing as a really sort of good target man in the air, you'd expect me to play them on the right side of their preferred feet so they can cross the ball into Lasogga, but I really do like them having the option to cut into their preferred feet and then shoot instead of cross the ball in, because you can score really nice goals. And that was a very good finish into the far corner. So Sidney Sam gives us the lead, and in the 43rd minute you see Sam get on the ball here, lovely little body feint, and plays a great chip ball over the top towards Leon Goretzka. He takes a touch and shoots. The goalkeeper saves it, but Tony Kroos follows him with the rebound. So Kroos gets the goal, he heads it in to an open goal and makes it Hertha Berlin 3, Galatasaray 1 right before half time, and it's a really, really good 2-goal cushion for us. In the second half, Galatasaray almost responded pretty much straight from the kickoff. They had a free kick here which they crossed into the box, but thankfully for us, Ter Stegen made a really good save to deny the header from close range, and just a few minutes later they had a free kick, they crossed it in, and again Ter Stegen is at his best to keep the ball out of the net, this time denying Wesley Sneijder his second goal of the game by getting down low to his left and tipping it behind for a corner. So still 3-1, but in the 58th minute we would see Yashil pick up a knock. Unfortunately he goes for a header and ends up getting a little bit of an injury there. He'll be okay to play on for the game, but he will be out for 3 weeks after the game. And in the 75th minute you see Galatasaray coming forward. They're desperate to get themselves back in this game and try and secure a point, but Ter Stegen was having a really good game in goal. Very good save there to keep his man out, and it is still 3-1 as the follow-up cross comes in and the shot is simply saved by our goalkeeper. So still 3-1, and the last chance would fall in injury time here. Goretzka gets on the ball and rolls that wide towards Emre Can. Can turns his man and goes down the left-hand side. It's a really good opportunity, but I didn't really know where I was going, so I waited for the run of Sidney Sam. Picked him out, he goes down left hand side, whips in across after a quick step over and a scoop turn, crosses the ball in, and the goalkeeper doesn't get there, but Yashil does. He turns it into the open goal and makes it 4-1, and it was just one of those goals where it happens every now and then in career mode. It happened in the Champions League final for us, where your goalkeeper will go for a cross, or the goalkeeper will go for a cross in this occasion, and he just won't get there, and the opposition player will be able to head it in. So Yashil makes it 4-1, and yeah, it's infuriating when your own goalkeeper doesn't get to the cross, but when the AI goalkeeper doesn't, it's pretty easy for you to just score a simple header. So 4-1 the final score, a very good win. And of course last year we reached the Champions League final and unfortunately we lost a round during extra time, but after a very good win in our opening game of the Champions League group stages, who knows, hopefully this is a sign of things to come and we could go all the way and win it this year. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career Mode very soon.